Yo, welcome back to another episode of Action Figure Junkie. This is your host, Mr. Superhero Swag. And today, we got the comic book accuracy test for my man M.O.D.O.K. and for Molecule Man. So M.O.D.O.K. versus the Molecule Man. So we'll do that. Now, for those of you who have been watching this channel, you can just about guess the grade that these two are going to receive. First of all, they will both receive an A+. And this is why. The reason they will receive an A+ is because when I go in the book, I see that right there. Okay. That's what I see in the book. Right? Right? Okay. So, this is the stand so that he can have his little base to stand on. Pretty much this part right here is definitely in the book. Yep. All of that. Even down to the handle right here, the control handle to move himself around. Now, it does come with two grippy hands, two open hands, and it also comes with this feature where you can turn him around. He gets a little more sturdy. You kind of have to work the bottom of the base around to get it to the setting that you would like it to be on. The legs are fully articulated, and so are the arms. I mean, but look at this guy. You don't get him to jump hoops or run after any of the superheroes. You get him because this is the guy in the Iron Man animated cartoon. This is the guy, the real guy in Quantumania. This is the guy they were making fun of. And now M.O.D.O.K. stands for, what is it? Made only for killing? Or made only, yeah. Mechanism, something, I can't remember. People tell me down in the comments what M.O.D.O.K. was the acronym for. But his name was George Tarleton. I remember that much. But he possesses superhuman strength, superhuman mental psionic powers. He has an organic computer-like brain which can calculate probabilities, formulate strategies, learn how to talk, and solve complex equations. His mind has total recall and has absorbed all available knowledge about the physical sciences and technology. Although he possesses a genius IQ many times over, M.O.D.O.K. still has only the creative capacity of his former human self. And he basically runs AIM. He is the head guy there. And another feature that they have, which is very similar to what they are doing with Giant Man, where you can take one facial expression out and put another facial expression in, and now you have him in a more chill mode, more laid back. Now this was a great pickup. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was immediately something I wanted on my shelf. Comic accurate, different head sculpts or face sculpts, 2 sets of hands. He does pretty much what I need him to do. I need him to sit over in a corner or sit in the middle of an AIM display and look like he's running stuff. So he's there. He gets an A++. M.O.D.O.K is the man. He's doing his thing. He's being ugly and having baby legs and baby arms and being a laughingstock but being a genius at the same time. Now this guy right here, you do not want to laugh at this guy. You do not want to test this guy. This guy is OP, as in overpowered to the 5th power. Owen Reese, the Molecule Man, is one of my favorite, not villains. I can't really say he's a villain because he's really not a villain. He's like this guy that was really this unassuming, nerdy type, passive type cat, a former lab technician, and somehow he gets, because comics. shout out to Comic Drake. Because comics, he ends up with basically the power of a god. He's able to control molecules, and that power got him an audience with Dr. Doom in Secret Wars, which is where I was fully versed on this character. And when you can control all of the molecules in anything, that is a power that you cannot, you can't even quantify that kind of power. Dude is not to be trifled with at all. Now, with the articulation, I swear I didn't do this on purpose, but with the articulation of this action figure, they did not worry about breaking up the lines. They did not sacrifice articulation for aesthetic. I would have loved the same courtesy with that new Rogue figure, because the line down the side or the front of her chest is pretty much like this, and all they did with it is they made sure that the line didn't get broken up with the articulation, and they did it on the front and the back, and also gave him waist swivel. And even though he is not exactly how he is in the book, because he's not, this is some earlier artwork, he's a lot better looking, and the outfit's just a little different. So on his grade, I want to give him an A+, but I'm going to give him a B just because it's not exactly as it was in the book. This is probably a modernized version, more updated version. I think they were sneaking, trying to build the roster of the Secret Wars, the people that were the characters that were in Secret Wars. I think they're secretly building that roster. But I'm not going to be as forgiving as usual, and we're going to let Molecule Man get a B, even though he's not to be trifled with. We cannot give him an A plus if he is not the exact same as in the book. Okay, give him an A plus. Gave Icarus an A plus because Icarus was a brand new character on the shelf that had never been done before in Marvel Legends form. Same for Molecule Man, but with everything else they had going, you know what? I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that. With everything else they had going, this guy still should get an A. Not an A plus, but still an A. Because there's very small things that are different. Very small. And he's got double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, boot cut, which is always good, front facing pin for rocker on the feet. Yeah, this guy is nice. And of course that ab crunch is what we really like. That ab crunch. He can't really look at that. Look at that. He can even look up. Look how far he can look up. And look down. Yep. He's got the, yeah. Oh yeah. He's pretty well articulated, so we will give him an A. We will give him an A. We won't give him the A plus that we gave M.O.D.O.K, but we will give him an A because he kind of deserves it. With all the detail that they have in this guy's face, with the markings, and just a fantastic head sculpt. Fantastic. He's definitely going to go. I know that this 40th anniversary of Secret Wars is going to give us some new figures from that whole line. Hoping to see Volcana, because Molecule Man and Volcana were a couple. Hoping to see Titania, because her and Absorbing Man were a couple, and she is a She-Hulk foil, a She-Hulk rogue. So we want to see that happen. But yeah, so M.O.D.O.K gets an A plus, and Owen Reese, Molecule Man, gets an A. And so they both passed the comic book accuracy test. And thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. This has been a nice short little tic-tac type video for you. And make sure you come back and see us in the next one. Peace.